Welcome back to Weather Extra. As Wes was just mentioning, less than 48 hours ago, a devastating pileup on I-55 in Louisiana. This left 7 people dead and almost 180 vehicles were part of this pileup. And you'll notice around the cars that it looks kind of cloudy outside, but it wasn't necessarily the clouds up in the sky that were the problem. We want to show you exactly what superfog is and why that was an issue. So we talk about here in Alabama, oftentimes we can have foggy mornings, but if you think about Louisiana, we've been talking about how here in Alabama, we've been under a drought. They've been even under worse drought conditions. So what happened is that along I-55, which runs up Louisiana, there was actually a marsh fire that developed, and that marsh fire that developed, those wetland fires from those extreme drought conditions, even though you've got the wetlands, they're much drier than they normally would be. So the smoke that was from those was actually traveling farther towards I-55, and that is all result because of the wind direction. You were seeing these southwest winds in place that were helping to propel the smoke towards these foggy areas. So you had over I-55 already some fog that had developed. And when you have fog develop at the surface, basically what happens is you have the air temperature cool to the dew point. The dew point tells us how much moisture is in the atmosphere. So when you see the temperature and the dew point the same, that's where fog can develop at the surface. But what you'll notice is that with those wetland fires, the smoke from that was being propelled towards where that fog was. So you had not only the dense fog at the surface that was already reducing visibility, but you also had the smoke from those wetland fires farther away from I-55 that were being propelled towards that. So it was almost like a 1-2 punch. So you had the reduced visibility from the fog, and then the smoke reduced that even more. So unfortunately, a very dangerous situation, not something we often see here, but we definitely need some rain just like our friends over in Louisiana. So still ahead on Weather Extra, the warm and dry weather going to be sticking around. This pattern seems like it refuses to let up, but there may be some hope on the horizon. Plus, the Magic City Classic is just around the corner. We help you cook up a storm with a new tailgate snack to serve this weekend. We'll be right back.